Here we are, everybody. Glad you could join us tonight for a rousing edition of the Backlog Cabin. We are in February, so I missed Valentine's Day by 2 days. I didn't really have the time because I have work and stuff like that. So I decided on this Saturday evening I join all of you with me to watch me play some of this game called Doki Doki Literature Club. I was recommended this game by a good friend of mine. He said that I would really enjoy it. He said that it was a very honest dating sim, so I have no idea what I'm in for. I just know that what I'm gonna see I might not like. So it's basically like opening Pandora's box. Let's see what this game has in store for us. In the very beginning, I just got a disclaimer about I better be okay with what I'm about to witness and what I'm about to experience here. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, and you can consent to exposure of highly disturbing content. I mean, I'm over 13, man. I didn't have a bar mitzvah, but I'm pretty sure at this age I would have had one without all the pain. Here we go. Alright, I like the music so far. It's nice and innocent. Yeah. Oh, nothing bad at all. Look at this. So joyful. It's very colorful. A lot of characters embracing my entrance here. What could go wrong? Look at this. Ah, listen to that soundtrack. This is Valentine's Day, guys. I can't wait to meet all of you right here. Oh, you don't see my cursor, so I'm just saying hello to everybody here. My name. Oh, well, Doki Doki Literature Club. I need to be a very well-read man. I am reading Kafka on the Shore right now, so I'm gonna be Kafka Tamura. It's a good name. That's me. I am this literary genius. A country doctor. Metamorphosis. Ah, I see. The suburbs. We've just known each other for so long, you know. Oh, laziness gets all of us. Especially at this age, right? Well, I don't know. It really depends, right? There's a couple conditions that make that true or untrue. Let's find out. Oh, I'm the cool guy. Yeah, I guess you can come by and take my company. You know, I'm so generous. Next. Such a generous guy. Maybe I was. Maybe I'm such a cool guy. You know, alpha males, you know? Guys, right? Right? If you're out there, you know, give me a whoop whoop. Ooh, this guy's a jerk. I'm not even deciding any of these things. This is out of my hands. This is just what the character's saying. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Whatever makes you happy. Okay. This is really going under the predisposition that you're a complete jerk. Oh, at a club? Like... Baby Seals? Baby Seals is my kind of club. Hey, you joining Baby Seals? Me too. I want to go to Club Baby Seals. Baby Seals would be awesome, man. Like, I would love to spend every afternoon after school and go to Club Baby Seals. Yeah, that sounds like my ideal afternoon and evening plans. Yeah. Let's go to Club Baby Seals. Club Baby Seals would be the ideal place for me to go after school. My browser's either going to appear... Okay, good. I was worried that it was going to appear as I was playing the game. I'm just going to make sure that everything's running okay. So you're probably going to hear the audio twice for a bit when I log in, like this bull. Yeah. Twitch. Always starting up when I don't want it to. Alright. Everything seems in line. Although I don't see my chat in my own... It's kind of annoying. Whatever. Yeah, that's right. What's that? I didn't even apply to a reach school. Did you not see my run-through of Emily's Away? Or even worse, a hikikomori! I wonder how ingrained that is in Japanese culture, that like being sedentary and lonely actually puts you in like a subcategory of people. I mean, depression and loneliness must actually be really, really epidemic or endemic in the culture. Because it's possible. I mean, loneliness is definitely a thing that people can't avoid, especially when you're in a society that has high expectations of you. So there is a character to the protagonist that you're portraying, and he has a certain way of acting to the people in this game. So it's not necessarily like it's my actions just yet. I'm just safeguarding myself from like the truth that might unravel from the decisions I make later on. If you could see me right now, I'm just bobbing my head to this music. It's so joyful. Gosh. Like I could even be bothered with interaction with other people. There is no anime club. Well, that's a problem. You should probably know when you're only the only person in a room. Yeah, just go to your club. I'm gonna, you know, get some Doritos, maybe some Mountain Dew, and go to gaming club. Yeah. Oh, well, that's an open-ended definition. Oh, what's that? Oh, Kafka's too cool. Look at his face. What? Reading? What do you mean? I can't do letters and pages. Nah, she's doing that as a test. Who in their right mind? You already do that in school, like what, 60% of the time? Why would you do that in your own free time? Damn Skippy. How was gargoyles? Or post gargoyles? Tell this girl the facts. I'm going to anime club, alright? Don't tell me about no literature club. I'm going to anime club, alright? Maybe we could meet in the middle and do a little manga club? Manga? Whatever you want to call it. Oh. Are you paying for this club? Because usually that's the whole recruiting process. You get discounted on your monthly dues if you invite another person. I see how it is. I'm just collateral to you. Oh, cupcakes. Alright, well, get me in. I'm hungry as hell. Come on. Huh? You hear that? Cupcakes. Huh? Huh? Sound familiar? Audience? Right? Right? Yeah, you play a hard bargain here, Sayori. Really trying to get me into this club. Alright, I'll go to your quote-unquote literature club. That's me doing air quotes. She is giddy as a schoolgirl. I sold my soul. Yeah, I dejectedly follow her as she's walking in front of me, swaying her hips. Well, this guy's doing a pretty good hard to get right now. Let me just say. Alright. We're in a completely identical classroom. Don't call me a new member. These people have never met you before. Just call me a returning stranger. Oh. Done. What's your name? Wife number 1. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Here we go. Decisions have to be made. I hope the first book we read is Bible Black! Oh, this person knows me. Now it's getting interesting. That's right. Well, at least someone's welcoming me. Oh, I'm full of words right now. But they're words I probably shouldn't tell any of them. Internal dialogue. I don't know, the people that are talking to me? I'm not apologizing. This isn't role-playing at all. Oh, we got a name. Natsuki. Mm-hmm. Shut your mouth, girl, too. Kafka's in the house. But I will associate her with the color of her hair. Oh. That is a weird observation to make. Is that how I'm gonna remember her now? Oh boy. I said pink hair, that's way more inoffensive than her small frame. That's the narrator, not me. Oh, the cupcake maker, okay. Pink hair, making cupcakes, okay. A little bit of character development here. Can I do that for all of you then? Am I right? Oh, full of energy. I mean, enough energy to make cupcakes, clearly. Ooh, the smartest. Ooh. Smart is my favorite adjective. That's right. She's so top-heavy with all of her brains. Ooh, mature and timid. Keeping up? What? If you're more mature, you're running laps around everybody. That doesn't make sense. Quite familiar. Thank you very much. Oh, it's nice to see you too again. How come you never replied to me back on Snapchat? And a little bit of the year before. Just saying. Lunch was a gas. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You look just like Sayori. Again, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is so scripted. Alright, cupcakes it is. That's right. Yeah, keep things orderly. Alright, let's get the mature one back involved. You gotta go up to the ambassador here. Ambassador's important. Nice. Simultaneous reaction from everybody. Oh, are they cupcake cats? I'm surprised with how many people I know are good at baking too. Baking's hard. Like, for real. Oh boy. What? Okay. Yeah. I mean, she made the cupcakes. Of course she made them. Oh, is that a confession? Pressing buttons. As with all video games. Oh, nice. Get some tea too. That's awesome. Most of the time people bring coffee. I'm not a coffee person. Permission to bring tea. It's quite a brave school. That's very true. Tea and books, good combination. Oh, I don't know who's impressing who right now. I'm just saying. It's a little bit of mutuality in this conversation. Kafka's in control. What? Me and Kafka are too separated to be the same person. I wonder if I actually get like dialogue choices. I've just been following along the whole time. Sure. We're not doing a lot of reading. Unless we're reading faces and body language. It's my kind of reading. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. No, but for real, I'm reading like 3 books right now. Come on. Bring it on. You know, club stuff. Like, aren't literature clubs actually like acts of defiance in like repressed traditional societies? I really wouldn't consider this like an exception No, this is an exception because of the fact that this is like a society that's totally okay with literature and anyone can read it. Like other places where it's forbidden for women to actually read in form literature clubs in other countries, like that's a problem. Like, this is totally benign. So, the fact that this is happening in a dating sim situation is just very contrived. And I would imagine literature clubs would be very co-ed, especially at the college level. But I'm guessing this is high school, so yeah, let's suspend our imaginations for a little bit. Oh, you don't have to say that twice. Alright. I really like the enthusiasm here. Very positive vibes, you know? That's what the cool kids say now, right? Positive vibes. Good vibes only, right? Who brought the good vibes? I brought the good vibes. And that goal is... That's right. Oh, come on, Kafka. You gotta catch up here. I mean, manga's not a bad choice. Like, you're still reading. You see? Kafka's a man of change. Sad smile. Yeah, looks like a smile to me. Where are the animations? Fantasy. I was really hoping you were gonna say like rock and roll documentaries, but okay. Got the purple hair and everything. I'm really waiting for like one of these characters to actually have a correlation with my favorite, like, or at least my current like literature like interests, but I don't know. I'm waiting to be surprised. Okay, there we go. I like a lot of things too. Yeah, yo, I read that Goosebumps. Let me tell you. Those insects got huge. Some fine lines are being drawn here. Well, this girl doesn't like horror. Likes to write about cupcakes, don't you? See, bring it back. Bring it back to your core. I like it. This is so wholesome. Oh, so wholesome. So innocent. I mean, dating sims themselves are pretty much literature. Fine literature. Choose your own adventure literature. Yeah, I feel you. Creative stuff is hard. Yeah, the problem with most creatives is overconfidence. Yeah, imagine being overconfident and you putting out total trash. Yeah. That's right. Preach, Yuri. Alright. Yeah, group activity, sure. Oh, separately. Right. Getting ahead of myself. That's for the next meeting. That's right. Ooh. Hard bargain. Oh no, we're in this. I ain't quitting. You call me a quitter? Yeah, no, I'd rather check out the chess club. I don't know, I just feel like there's some really enthusiastic chess players that I'd really like to interact with instead. Defenseless. Just like in chess. The price I need to pay. Dating sims are the best genre. Jeez. What a fantasy. Oh, I've definitely done that for other clubs. Not because there were cute girls in the club, but because they had like things like free ice cream and stuff. Oh, dude. Come on now, free ice cream. I did not care what that club was about. They had free ice cream. I don't know who was in that club either. It was just a bunch of crazy normal people. Nice. Aw, that's adorable. This guy's a jerk. Alright, yeah. Oh boy. Yep, running it back. Alright. A smorgasbord here. Every day after school. I don't know, you tell me. Oh, wow. Oh, huh. Oh, this is how they do it. Finally, this is the part where it decides the differences between character favoritism. I see. Heartbeat. Who would that be? Oh. Oh no, I thought they animated to the letter. Let's see. Heartbeat would be Sayori. Excitement would be... I would associate excitement with... Natsuki. Yeah, Natsuki was the one who made the cupcakes. Well, maybe Natsuki likes Heartbeat too. Broken is more of a Yuri thing. Monica would be Imagination. Hopeless. See, someone is secretly dark. I feel like that might be Sayori. Hair would definitely be Natsuki. Waterfall? Sparkle is definitely Natsuki again. Essence is a Sayori word. Maybe Waterfall and Hopeless both belong to Yuri. I don't know. I mean, it could be more than one person per word too. It's interesting how they use these mechanics to dictate how you're gonna pick which one of them is gonna favor you the most. I like that though. It's better than multiple choice, you know, dialogue choices, which can still happen. I'm not ruling it out. I'm gonna see if how far am I? I just started, bro. Got some curious onlookers going on. Glad you can join us today. Yeah, let's do some visual poetry here. Let's talk about waterfalls and about how waterfalls are unrequited. I kind of want to make the worst dumb poem. Alright, I gotta... Ooh, vivacious. Oh. How about... You can't be warning me about the characters now. I want them all. Unrequited. Sticky. Oh, did someone react? Did someone? Oh. No, I must be imagining things. It's just, yeah, random animations. Dazzle. Raindrops, disarray, boop. Yeah, this is definitely the fun part. Passion. Mouse. Oh. Vitality. This guy's telling me Monica's a bad decision. So is she like Clover in 999? I mean, if you're spoiling for me the plot of a game, I'm gonna spoil you the plot of another game. Sorry, guys. Effulgent. Damn. We're about to get Regent's exam on this. Uncontrollable. Uncontrollable nightgown. Anthony, you're a very sweet boy. Would you like to go to the graveyard? Sorry, that's like a thing only 8 people know. Alright. Aura. Incongruent. Massacre. Massacre. Yeah, I'm gonna ask this guy, what kind of poem did you write? Yeah, I feel like this game is more about what it says about you, but right now I'm being very random, so I feel like I might not get the most out of this psychoanalysis. Candy. Oh no, depressed. Damn. Well, I'm glad you're here to give us your experiences in this game. We get to revel in this work of art together. Fantasy. Bubbles. Alright, last word here. We're gonna finish it off with a good one. And we're gonna choose the least provocative word, bouncy. Oh boy. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's clear sign of a person with all of their marbles in one bag. Yeah, I think I'm like feeling out like the way the verbiage system works, and then eventually maybe I'll actually start making conscious decisions about what appeals to which characters after I see how one round of it goes. Because again, this is my first time playing it. I've never read any spoilers or anything like that about like how it works and stuff like that. So I'm just breaking down the mechanics and seeing how this stuff constructs itself. Because I did hear very good things about how it reads your tendencies and intentions. Oh, no, I don't. Sorry. Yeah, I was messaged, well, I wanted to message these people who also had a Discord for a mod that allows you to play Bloody Roar Extreme / Bloody Roar Primal Fury online, and I'm like, what? That exists? So, I'm probably gonna get a Discord for the Backlog Cabin soon, because I really want to play Bloody Roar online. Like, Bloody Roar is the fighting game for me. So, yeah, maybe I'll be able to join this Doki Doki Literature Club Discord sometime, and I will let you know. Who are you? Anyway, I will add you as a friend, because you are talking to me, and I don't know you in real life. Oh, you're a harsh master, Natsuki. Is manga really frowned upon? I'm pretty sure it is, right? Oh yeah, I always give it my best. You hear that, ladies? You hear that? Did you read those words that came from me? So you totally vouched for me right there. Ooh, you see? Yuri likes my dependability. Oh damn. We know about the interior design here. Who says that? Who admits that? What do you mean? Oh, good. Leaving that door open. Oh, nice. Is it poetry? I'm looking forward to poetry now. Come on, what's that gift? What's the gift? I mean, if I'm getting a gift, I mean, you already did it. That's right, Kafka's here to save the day. So much foreplay in this game. Aww. So many waifus. Alright, got the book. See, that wasn't so awkward, Yuri. All you gotta do is initiate, you know? Oh, come on. Now you're just making up your own narrative. But you like dark things. Oh, you like Lolitas? Lolitas? Trying to interact with this audience, you know? I should have saved the chat. No, maybe there's some way I can do it. It's way ahead of my knowledge. Oh, there we go. You see? We have a breakthrough. So you like Lolitas. Nice. Well, that's good. I'm glad you still write. You know, typing's okay, but it's important to still have the ability to write with your hand, because, I mean, if the electricity goes out, hey, what else you got, you know? And also, font is its own art form as well, you know? It almost picks up from calligraphy, where calligraphy, the way you would write something is almost as important as the context of the things that you're writing itself. So you got that going for you. Let me ask, what do you write about? We're all talking to each other, of course we're looking at each other. I would have never thought playing Doki Doki Literature Club would actually have me in an actual dialogue with an actual person about about literature. This is the most wholesome way we could ever enjoy this game before it gets really weird. Yeah, I'm always curious about like people's creativity, you know? I mean, I did QA, so that lets me be an observant, you know, uh, digester or consumer of other people's media. At least I can give people feedback, you know? I'm genuinely curious, you know? I wouldn't put all my heart and soul into seeing what you're making, but I'd like to at least know. I give you some feedback, you know? I mean, you already came by and were watching me just playing a game, so let's be real here. I'll clearly enjoy or digest whatever you're you're sending out. Oh, that's an easy answer. One for yourself, one for someone else. Yeah, alright. Fair enough. Oh yeah. This is definitely the time period where games take precedence in common dialogue amongst people that have the attention of the modern media consumer to really come to a crossroads with all different blends of culture. So I could see how gaming has that potential, definitely. So like, even though literature has had its time in the forefront of like the main dialogue of the way society has been able to get its attention grabbed to the main dialogue of culture, and at some point music did the same, and movies did the same, and television did the same. I think this is the era where video games are the common ground now, you know, especially for younger generations. Even though the other mediums exist in the other generations that still exist, the dialogue is more prevalent. The more current dialogue is more prevalent in this time period because of the medium of video games, I would say. And of course there's still other mediums, and of course all the other previous mediums still have something to say about the stuff that's going on in this modern culture. It's not like video games are the only ones on the forefront, but video games has such a huge install base that it just has the ability and the potential to grab so many more people But I would say that because video games is the youngest medium, that it still has a lot more time, and it takes a lot more time to make these games, you know, pound for pound. That it will take more time to translate the subtleties of human relations together in order for it to make a cohesive like dialogue happen across different people's imaginations. So that's why all the other mediums still matter. You know, all forms of art still totally matter because we need to use that to reflect with other forms of art in order for us to understand why we're even here in the first place. See, why can't these girls be talking to me like this right up front? I'd be dating all four of them right now if they let me if they were listening to this. Throwing down some real literature. Bars. Yeah, by all means. Okay. Ooh. Well, it's interesting. It really depends on how the conflict is resolved, right? That's an intriguing premise. Sounds like a thriller. Yeah, I don't really like how the protagonist is so patronizing to the way these girls express themselves. I think the girls are totally fine about how they are. It's the main character who's the problem. The patriarch. Yeah, you can say that again. These girls are so modest. We have like 4 different character types. They're all modest. Isn't that the weirdest trope? You would think at least one of them would be outspoken. Thank you. Let me copy and paste onto Notepad so I could read it better. Yeah, come on, come on. We're about to have some literature club IRL. Copy and paste. Alright. Sorry about the actual notepad throwing up there. Hope you weren't shy about that, because this is the real literature club now. So you're saying this is an excerpt from a role play? Alright, I'm gonna read this out now. Alright, I'm gonna ask. Do you mind if I read this out loud? Okay, I'm gonna read this excerpt from our chat user who goes by the name iPad Beast User. Okay, I figured that was your name. I just had to squint a little bit. I'm like 10 feet away from the screen. The passage writes, John is standing on the edge of the woods when a rock gets thrown at him from the woods. Okay? Huh? Picks up the rock. Hey, whoever just threw that, come out now. Silence. I'm not joking. Come out now, or else. Someone in the distance says, or else what? Okay. So that is an excerpt that was written by one of our chat users, iPad Beast User. Well, thank you for the excerpt. So it sounds like it's something coming from, like you said, a role play. Is this for a play or a film, an anime? Like, what do you think that medium for the dialogue that you just wrote is going to be for? You emphasize the term role play a lot, so I'm assuming it's for... What is a role play? Like... Oh, okay. Sweet. I mean, I took animation classes at the end of like the last 2 years of high school and like a few years in college. So, hey, I mean, by all means, man, go for it. You never know what you could make with that. I think the story of what you're writing, I mean, as long as you can make it to the scope of what you're able to produce, you got something going, you know? Yeah, I would say don't even be worried about like producing something that is visually or aesthetically like impressive, as long as you're communicating what you need to be done with the plot that you're trying to write. You're doing a 10-page write-up, so it seems like you have a lot to work on. you know most animation like courses and or works usually require a shorter amount of pages. But if this is your own hobby or something like that, or just a project that you're looking to work on personally, then just make sure you keep it as simple as possible, and just make sure you're making every single thing communicated the way you want it. And then later on, you could develop a budget, and then once you have a budget, then you can elaborate on it more and more and more. And hopefully you don't get sick of the project's ideas. So then you can actually conceive it the way you envisioned it, since the first day you really had that spark in your head to make this happen. Well, best of luck. It's nice to hear that, I got somebody who really wants to make something that, that was grown from the garden of their mind. Famous words said by Fred Rogers. I was just listening to the radio and someone was sampling a lot of Fred Rogers' quotes back on his old TV show on Channel 13, which was really good, I would say. Nice. Good. You have a choice then of of what you already like aesthetically. So that means you'll foster an audience depending on how dedicated you are to innovating whatever genre that you're already thinking about. Since you're a fan of roleplay, you want things to happen, you want things to move in that genre already. So think about your audience, think about how you can break their expectations, but also follow with all of the conventions that already exist within the role-playing genre that you already enjoy, and see how that can work to your benefit, and how you can benefit the scene from what you're going to be creating for them. Because I don't know anything about this scene at all. I'm just a guy reading what you wrote. Trying to impress Yuri. She's so shy about giving me a book. This book is definitely just a bunch of hentai. ASMR. Hentai. Yeah, go for it. This is so parallel right now. Is someone matching like the contents of what's going on in the game into real life right now? Because this is this is too real. Now this is like a 4D experience right now. Oh, I see. Okay. So you emphasize themes of individual empowerment. Your main character has a vulnerability based on how he portrays himself as a social pariah. There's a lot of potential in plot points like that. I think it's also relatable to a lot of people. You know, this is, I think, how a lot of young adult literature is created, because most young people feel ostracized because they are heavily misunderstood, mostly by adults who permeate the majority of their life. Only when they're really around other children or other people their age do they actually feel that they're at home, but not necessarily familiar, because most people their age are also reflections of the adults that raised them. And that's why most young people feel even separated from other young people, because of the fact that most young people are just regurgitated versions of the adults that raised them. So, I guess I should ask you about the conflict of what happens in your story, if you don't mind. Oh, not looking at her own book. What? Aw. Imagine reading, like, a book that you have, and then going across the first line into the other book's first line, and then onto the second line of your book, but then onto the second line of the other person's book. That would be a trip. see. Conflict of interest. Yeah, I assume you want John to succeed ultimately. Right. Right, that makes sense. Well, directly would be fighting. Nice. Kafka knows exactly what he's doing. It's very interesting. Maybe you would be interested in the character that I wrote the name of my character in Doki Doki Literature Club after. Um, Kafka is the main character of the book Kafka on the Shore, which is about a teenage boy from the 1940s who runs away from living with his single father in Japan, and he basically is now living on his own, miles away from where he lost traces of his father. He stole a bunch of his money and just went off on his own, and now he's basically figuring out how to live the rest of his life. And there are traces of him uncovering the fact that he had woken up with blood all over his shirt. He believes that he might have committed a murder, and that there was an endemic that happened after World War II, where a bunch of children had fainted, and that the incident might be correlated between about the incident where a bunch of children fainted in the woods, and how this boy, his crossroads, may have passed through this journey, which is related to the teacher who witnessed all these children faint at the same time. So there's a lot of like intersecting things that happen between social and personal scopes, and it centralizes on the main fact that a boy runs away from home, essentially because he's estranged from the turmoil that he has with his family. I feel like that might be something interesting for you to check out. Oh, here we go. Now we got stills. Now things are picking up. But yeah, you should just look online and look up like synopses of Kafka on the Shore. I'm reading it page by page, but if you just want to get some inspiration for your own literature, I mean, it's not cheating, I don't think, if you just like look it up online, get some cliff notes, or just go on YouTube and, you know, get people's opinions about like stories and stuff like that. I mean, it would definitely do you a favor if you read the entire book. I'm reading it for my own enjoyment, but if you're just looking for something to get inspiration from for your own stories, then why not, you know? I bet it is. Aw. Sensory imagery. This is literally a written moment where you kiss a girl, and this plot will just keep going and going and going without any payoff because of the fact that this guy didn't make a move. So far, the dialogue has been super catering to the protagonist without any real restraint. I wonder when this like gets harsh. Man, the details are really intimate. Yes, it's a common thing most writers do write about themselves, or at least a lens into who they are. Wow. So there were other people in the room. Yeah, I want to read my poem. I want to know what my poem was about. Alright, I forget. There's time limits in clubs. Let's just have an overnighter, ladies. Dejected. Your call, Yuri. Yes, you do. You definitely have an opinion. This This is like probably the most thorough like playing of a dating sim most people have ever witnessed. Most of the time people are just trying to get to like the nudie parts. I'm literally trying to read what's going on here. Are you waiting for the moment where, like, I'm getting to the part in the plot where they're gonna read my poetry and then you submit your writing into the chat? That'll be really funny if that happens at the same time. The parallels will be too uncanny. I do the same thing myself, you see? Parallels. 4-dimensional experience. Does it matter? I thought they were all gonna read it at the same time. Let's just go in order. Yeah, you're my neighbor. Hikikomoris for life. Okay, well I guess Sayori likes it. That's pretty good. Aww. Hey, takes more than being present, alright? To be in a literature club. This isn't gym class. Aw. Well, at least Kafka's admitting that he's not, like... You know, it's not like he's lying about how much he loves being in literature club. So I guess there is some level of honesty. Even though his motives are still pretty disingenuous overall. Oh, nice. Well, thank you for sharing, iPad Beast user. Alright. Aw, that's sweet. Oh no. No one has self-confidence in this literature club. How do you have a bunch of people that want to talk and write literature and none of them are proud of what they write about? Come on now. Okay, dear sunshine. The way you blow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Click outside the poem area to continue. Yeah. Come on now. I at least saved the entire night to do my poetry. You wrote this last minute, Sayori. And then breaking it off with just wanting breakfast is a complete segue from what you were writing before. Amateur move. A complete swerve. It sounds just like you. How patronizing. You know, if you wrote the entire poem about breakfast, then you get a pass. But if you just wrote about the sunlight and then diverted it into a conversation about breakfast at the very last minute, that's inconsistent. That whole poem just basically said you have ADD. What? Did she help you write that? Let's go in order. Okay, Natsuki. Yeah, what's the book I'm reading right now that's in first person? I mean, I'm reading A Handmaid's Tale. That's in first person. That's coming from the perspective of Offred, who is experiencing an alternate reality. Well, she doesn't know it's an alternate reality. For us, it's an alternate reality, but in her world, it's her normal world. I think she needs to make more cupcakes. That's my take on this. What? I'm pretty sure I had some cute words in there. I'm trying to think. I have to play back. I have to play back the footage in order to remember what words I even put. I put bouncy. That's the one word I remember. It was the last word. That's a cute word. That's right. Yeah, let me read your poetry. Let me dissect it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I actually do like this one. I actually really like this one. Because it's concise, it's it's not like she definitely put thought into it. There's a cohesive like run through of how everything is constructed. There's logic to every line, and I like that it has a statement about people as the last animal that they talk about. So even though it's very simplistic because it just makes obvious observations about other creatures, it sums it all up with a very simple statement about people. I like this one better than Sayuri's poem by far. If I get to choose whose poems I like the best, that'll be really cool. Natsuki's is definitely better than Sayuri's so far. It could definitely come off as that, yeah. It does seem kind of dark. I mean, people can try, but what are they trying, you know? Yeah, it could either come off as very hopeful or very nihilist, because there are very direct things that other animals can do that they excel at. I mean, human beings can excel at creation, right? Critical thinking, self-reflection, but they didn't. That wasn't something that Natsuki was contemplating when she wrote that. That's right. That's the first thing I agreed with Kafka. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, wordplay is definitely a plus. Alright. Let's see what Yuri's about. Exceptional. I wish I could read what I wrote. Yeah, that's right. Breathe those words in. Smell those words. Huff those words. Yeah, for real. That's been like the theme of this entire game so far. Every character's like slightly embarrassed. Oh, now they're back to talking normal again. Everyone here has just like I don't know, has an inferiority complex. That's right, trying new things especially. You know, new things. Trying. That's all we can do. Ooh. I sense some competition. Oh boy. I hope she has a good poem. Someone who's that enthusiastic to talk to me and gives me like a bad poem. Come on. Oh, your handwriting is hard to read. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. This is taking me forever to read. This is so hard to read. Okay. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The lost get to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the purest, but lining in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh boy. Oh boy. I've definitely read poems like this in college, and I am still not impressed. Yuri, I like you and all, but man, this is a hard pill to swallow. What are you trying to say here? What are you trying to say? The tendrils of my hair beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one. I mean, she's writing a bunch of like sensual imagery, I guess. The last remaining streetlight. Yeah, just another visual. Let's get replaced by the sickening blue. Yet another visual. I bathing, like, okay, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Oh, this is definitely the worst poem out of the 3 so far. The first one's like a build-up to being quirky. The second one is clever. The third one is just self-indulgence. Just blind self-indulgence. I'm sorry to break it to you, Yuri, I don't like this poem. No, I totally was thinking that. No, your handwriting is way too self-indulgent. Yeah, it took a long time to read, of course. Wait, did it read how long it took for me to write it? Like, was there a timer from when I first started reading it? Whoa. That's interesting. It was descriptive, but also just a bunch of vague nonsense. No, don't write more. You should write less, but with more purpose. Yeah, I figured. That's fine. At least I found what my actual interactions are, which is based on me and my struggle to read or enjoyment of the actual reading that I do get back. That's interesting. I want to know if there's anything more that I poke into based on what they give me. No, it's about light. Okay. No. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Oh. Yeah. I feel like I missed that metaphor. I'm not gonna lie. But I also roll my eyes at like metaphors like that. I think about all the times where I might have like given people, male or female, and you know, the motives are not necessarily an issue, but it's just like when I'm given something to read and I'm just like, there's nothing very clear about it, and because it's like for a class or something, I'm just like, well, I hope you pass the class. I always try to be critical and just like let people know honestly what I think when it comes to their creativity. because everyone has something special about their creativity. It's just you don't ever want to get stuck into what cultural norms there are. What does Doki Doki mean? Alright, thanks, Yuri. Okay. Okay, she seems the most active. Most, proactive, I guess. Oh, really? The stuff that I wrote correlated to her the most? I guess I did have a couple, like, words that were probably correlated to her. Imagery and some of the... Alright, there was a lot of imagery. Oh, okay. Doki Doki is a onomatopoeia. Doki 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 Doki. Ho ho! You just brought up the metagame here. That's a screenshot. It's not like you have to impress them or anything. Ah, nice handwriting here. Hole in wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction this backle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. Green blind like a film left out in the sun. Okay. But it's too late. My retina is already scorched with a paramount copy of a meaningless image. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching from river into anything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. See, I feel like the game wants me to say that the game wants me to think that this is the best poem. I disagree. I think Natsuki is still the best poem. Cause this is fine, but it's about an interaction with another individual. It's about missed communications, and it's obviously very intimate, but man, this isn't my favorite. It's my second favorite though. Yeah, I would say it's my second favorite. It would be Natsuki, Monica, and then I'd go with Sayori, then Yuri. Oh, I never read, the pentameter on lines at all. I'm so bad at that. I read them just as the way the words are, so my pacing of reading is so off. My gauge of meter is so strange. Oh, Epiphany, what's his name? The... That's easier to do when you're typing, not necessarily writing. To go with the flow. It's the symbolism. There we go. Now we're getting some conflict. Oh, here we go. This is when I decide. Here comes the silliness. Oh, this music is so good. Oh, this is great. This is almost theremin music. Is this how it really goes down in Literature Club? This is great. Simple writing is more effective. Yes. Welcome to Literature Club. Ooh, awesome. Yes, I'm going with Natsuki. Natsuki's so conceited. It's great. Her confidence is very alluring. Kafka the Peacemaker over here. Oh, good. I'm glad we could all make peace with it, too. This is great. This is so wholesome. This is not what I expected. Yeah, let's make some tea. I want the hibiscus. Oh, it totally was. Uh-oh. I think the most important thing is that we all cuddle at the end, right? That's what we do? Ah. aren't you just a mountain of candies and sprinkles? What? I thought her response would be a little more positive. Jeez. His motivation to impress a particular girl is just... it's silly. instigated an argument. Yes. Really? Which one do you think likes me the most? Yeah, I'm glad I like skipped through all of school just to wait for this one part. Like I just don't go to school until after school. That'll be cool. After school was the best part of school, actually. Other than lunch. Oh. Started the next part of the game. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here. This is a good introduction to Doki Doki Literature Club. I like what I've experienced so far. It's a calm game, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the progression of the ludicrousness of this game happens with time. So I think I'm gonna pick it up on my weekend, you know, Monday, Tuesday. So I'll see what happens. But there's plenty more of February feels coming up. I mean, we're only at the halfway point. We just got into the second half of February, so I have a couple more games that I want you guys to check out along with me that are related to the themes of relationships. Ooh. So we already did Emily is Away, and now we're doing Doki Doki Literature Club, and I mean, I guess Muscle March kind of fits into that category as well too, you know, depending on the way you swing. So yeah, I have a couple more games that are more in line with the February Valentine theme, so we'll catch up more next time. It was good talking to you all, and I'm glad you all joined me on this fine edition of the Backlog Cabin. Till next time, folks, have a great evening.